All right, what's up, YouTube? I just got back from Tifton, Georgia. I drove up there this morning to pick up my brand new 16-foot, 7-foot wide, 7-foot tall tandem axle trailer, from Direct Connect Cargo in Tifton, Georgia. Now, my purpose with this camper is mainly to haul my side-by-side. I am going to do a few different things to camp out of it when we do go to the deer woods. However, I'm not going to do a full-blown trailer conversion or a camper conversion, because I do also typically use a trailer for odd and end things throughout the year. So I do want to be able to camp out of it, roughly, or primitive camp, hard shelter, keep you out of the elements. However, it is also going to be used to haul different things. Now, Direct Connect Cargo up in Tifton, they had a bunch of different colors and sizes and widths. I went with the white and the black diamond plate to match my truck. It is filthy right now, so don't mind that. But that was the look I'm going for. And so far, I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm going to go ahead and give you a walk around. It does have manual jack, 2 5/16. It's got a breakaway hitch, breakaway battery, I should say, excuse me. The safety chains, they do have their own little hook mechanism. So whenever I'm not hooked up to the trailer, I can hook it up there and leave them out of the dirt. The guy gave me some American flag decals to match the ones on my truck, which I thought was pretty cool. Tandem axle, black fenders, LED lights, vent. Now, one thing I thought was really cool was this little wing on the top. It does have 2 LED lights as well. Those are hooked up directly to the breakaway battery. So even if the trailer's not hooked up to power, I do have the ability to flip a switch and get these lights working. Locking latches on both sides. LED tail lights that are blacked out. Tandem axle again. Trailer's pretty dirty. I live down a dirt road, so just coming down it was pretty dusty. Again, American flag decal. Direct Connect Cargo in Tifton, Georgia. Alex was a great help. Did everything over the phone and email, as I live 4.5 hours away. Made the transaction super, super simple. Here are the specs on the trailer. These are 3,500 pound axles. All right, now opening the trailer might be a little difficult with one hand. Push and pop. Push and pop. This comes down nice and easy. Flip down ramp. Big seller of this camper for me was the 7-foot ceilings. Anything less than that, my side-by-side would not fit. So I made sure that the opening is 6'6", 78 inches tall, where my side-by-side was 73, 74 roughly. So I have plenty of room. You can see the tire marks. I did test it out. Probably should have had an opportunity to test it out in Georgia before I drove the trailer all the way home, but that just wasn't possible. So side-by-side does fit. Side-by-side is 12 foot long. I'm able to pull it almost all the way to the front. There are D-rings in the floor, in the front, and in the back. And with my side-by-side, I can pull it up, probably to about here, which gives me plenty of room to load stuff up behind the side-by-side. coolers, generators, tree stands, you know, whatever else we're hauling. Here's the switch for the lights above the ramp. They are LED. I'm gonna test them out tonight to see how bright they are. But I do think it's pretty cool that you can use these on the trailer without it being hooked up to the truck and the truck running. So you don't need 12 volt direct. It's wired to that breakaway battery. Now this light here has to be, you know, the truck has to be on and running for it to have power. I am hooked up to the truck, but there's nothing there yet. I am planning on maybe adding a battery with some solar up here. That way I want to add a roof vent with a fan that runs off 12 volt. And then maybe a few extra lights. That way if we are in here and it's raining or something, or it's cold, or we can get inside and have light. Now this exterior door, the exact same thing. Slide this, push and pop. It opens. Have a retractable chain with a spring, so it will bring the door back to you. It is equipped with locks. Obviously, like if we're in here camping, I would close this, put a lock on it so no one can lock us inside. That wouldn't be good, but I can lock it from the inside as well. I've already started to add some stickers. My wife hates my sticker addiction, but they always come in handy because there's always something you can stick them. Now focusing on this door latch here, I can lock it, right, from inside. It's like a deadbolt where you can't get out or get out from there. Now the cool thing about this trailer, with talking to Alex and at Direct Connect Cargo, everything is 16 on center. The roof is 16 on center. The walls are 16 on center. And I believe he said the floor is 16 on center. The one thing I will say that I don't necessarily like about the trailer is that the floor is 3/8 plywood. So walking around, there are a few spots where it kind of creaks a little bit, especially pulling the side-by-side in. There was a lot of cracks and pops, and I know that you're going to have that sometimes, especially with these really close wood-to-wood joints here. I wish they would have used, 5/8 plywood or 3/4. I don't know. Don't roast me in the comments, but the thicker plywood on the floors, just for the weight of that machine, I wish they would have done, but it's not the end of the world. And if there's ever an issue, I'll have to look to see if the wood goes underneath that trim or if that trim goes to the wood, to make it easy for removal and reassembly. I do plan on adding some of the Rust-Oleum garage floor epoxy with the metal flake in it, just to kind of protect the wood a little bit from, loading the buggy in and out with the tires and, whatever. So I do plan on doing that. And then possibly removing the wall boards and insulating them. Obviously it's hot right now in Central Florida, but come deer season, there's a good chance that it's cold. So, we'd be adding insulation for warmth rather than coolness. So we will see. But like I said, I am going to add a rooftop vent with a fan wired directly to 12 volt power. Probably add a switch, here or something where I can turn it on and off, rather than, up top. I don't know. I'll have to see what options Amazon has. And then I also plan on maybe adding, I did see on Amazon 12-inch wide windows. They go vertically with a screen. I do plan on adding one there and one there, and maybe even inside the door. Obviously it's a new trailer. Don't want to keep adding a bunch of holes, but definitely do need some natural light in here, as well as some light fixtures on the ceiling. So far, pretty happy with the trailer. Pulled very, very well down the highway. I don't know, with it being you know, enclosed. I've pulled enclosed trailers before, but not often. Obviously campers and things like that. I will say, coming around semi trucks, you know, you definitely feel the wind resistance off of them, but that's probably gonna take some getting used to. I mean, I pulled it 75 miles an hour from Georgia to Central Florida, and it did well. So far, really excited about the trailer. I do like it. You know, as I use it a little bit more, and if any issues arise, you know, I'll make a follow-up video, and who knows, maybe I'll start putting on YouTube, you know, some of these additions or accessories that I add to the trailer. And I know that I'm watching a lot of YouTube and, you know, getting ideas from it. So, you know, if you like the video, if you've used them before, if you have an enclosed trailer, you have any ideas for some of these accessories that I should do, you know, please let me know in the comments. And appreciate you guys watching.